The Midwest and Plains regions of the United States are bracing for a significant severe weather event. Meteorologists have been closely monitoring the situation, and the data suggests that this could be one of the most intense weather systems of the season. The atmospheric conditions are ripe for severe storms, and residents are being urged to take this threat seriously. This multi-day event is expected to bring a range of threats, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. The storms could lead to significant property damage, power outages, and even pose a risk to life. Emergency services are on high alert, and local authorities are coordinating efforts to ensure public safety. The National Weather Service has issued severe weather watches and warnings, urging residents to stay informed and prepared. They recommend having multiple ways to receive weather alerts, such as through smartphones, weather radios, and local news broadcasts. Staying updated can make a critical difference in ensuring personal safety. This severe weather outbreak is not unusual for this time of year. Historically, the spring season has been known for its volatile weather patterns in these regions. The combination of warm and cold air masses often leads to the development of powerful storms. Spring often brings volatile weather patterns to the Midwest and Plains. The beauty of blooming landscapes is often contrasted by the dark, ominous clouds that signal the arrival of severe weather. This duality is a hallmark of the season in these areas. Warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico collides with cooler, drier air from the north, creating a perfect environment for powerful storms to develop. This clash of air masses is a key driver of the severe weather seen in the Midwest and Plains during the spring months. This particular system is expected to be particularly potent and long-lasting. Meteorologists are predicting that the storm could span several days, bringing continuous threats to the region. The radar images show a vast and complex system that is likely to evolve and intensify as it moves. It is crucial for residents in the affected areas to take the necessary precautions and stay informed about the latest weather updates. Preparing an emergency kit, securing property, and having a plan for shelter are essential steps. Community shelters are being readied, and local officials are emphasizing the importance of readiness and vigilance during this severe weather event. The severe weather threat is expected to begin on Thursday, May 16, 2025, and continue through early next week. This multi-day event is anticipated to bring a series of intense storms, each with the potential to cause significant damage. Meteorologists are closely monitoring the situation as the atmospheric conditions are ripe for severe weather development. The initial wave of storms will impact the Great Lakes and Midwest on Thursday. Residents in these areas should prepare for heavy rainfall, strong winds, and the possibility of hail. The storms are expected to move quickly, bringing sudden changes in weather conditions. East central Minnesota, Wisconsin, northeast Illinois, northern Indiana, western Michigan, and northwest Ohio are at the highest risk for severe weather. These regions could experience tornadoes, flash flooding, and widespread power outages. It's crucial for residents to stay informed and heed any warnings issued by local authorities. As the system moves eastward, the risk for severe weather will shift to the Ohio and mid-Mississippi valleys on Friday, May 17th. This shift will bring the threat of severe thunderstorms with the potential for damaging winds and large hail. The storms could also produce heavy rainfall, leading to localized flooding in some areas. Cities like Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Louisville, Nashville, and St. Louis are in the path of these potentially dangerous storms. Residents in these cities should be prepared for rapidly changing weather conditions and have a plan in place for seeking shelter if necessary. The threat of severe weather will persist throughout the weekend and into early next week. This prolonged period of storm activity could lead to cumulative impacts, such as prolonged power outages and significant damage to infrastructure. It's important to remain vigilant and prepared for the duration of the event. It is essential to stay aware of changing weather conditions and have a plan in place. Make sure to have an emergency kit ready, keep your devices charged, and stay tuned to local news and weather updates. Your safety and preparedness can make a significant difference during this multi-day severe weather event. This severe weather system has the potential to produce a variety of dangerous conditions. Tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds are all possibilities. Tornadoes pose a significant threat to life and property. Large hail, measuring golf ball sized or larger, can cause significant damage to homes, vehicles, and crops. Damaging straight-line winds, potentially exceeding 75 miles per hour, can down trees, power lines, and cause structural damage. These winds can be as dangerous as tornadoes. It is crucial to understand the difference between a watch and a warning. A watch means conditions are favorable for severe weather to develop. A warning means severe weather is imminent, and you should take immediate shelter. As of Thursday, May 16, 2025, there have already been confirmed tornadoes associated with this severe weather system. In Swift County, Minnesota, a tornado destroyed a barn and part of a home. Another tornado was confirmed near New Richmond, Wisconsin. These early reports of tornadoes underscore the severity of this weather event. It is crucial to heed all warnings from local officials and take shelter immediately if a tornado warning is issued for your area. Remember, seeking shelter early can be the difference between life and death. Section 5. Weekend Outlook. Storms shift south and east. As the weekend approaches, the severe weather threat will shift southward and eastward. This shift is due to a combination of atmospheric conditions, including a low-pressure system moving across the country and a warm, moist air mass from the Gulf of Mexico. These elements will create an environment conducive to the development of severe thunderstorms, which could bring damaging winds, large hail, and even tornadoes. On Saturday, May 18th, scattered severe storms are possible from New York to North Carolina in the east. Residents in these areas should stay alert and be prepared for sudden changes in weather conditions. The storms could bring heavy rainfall, leading to localized flooding in some areas, especially in urban regions where drainage systems might be overwhelmed, and Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas in the south. These states will also face the threat of severe weather, with the potential for significant impacts on communities and infrastructure. Power outages and property damage are possible, so it is crucial for residents to have a plan in place and to follow any advisories or warnings issued by local authorities. By Sunday, May 19th and Monday, May 20th, the focus of the severe weather will shift to the central and southern plains. This region will see an increased risk of severe thunderstorms, with the potential for long-track tornadoes and widespread wind damage. The atmospheric setup will be particularly favorable for the development of supercell thunderstorms, which are capable of producing the most severe weather, including Kansas, Oklahoma, and northern Texas. These areas will need to be on high alert, as the severe weather could disrupt daily activities and pose a threat to life and property. It is important for residents to stay informed through reliable weather sources and to take any necessary precautions to protect themselves and their families. Cities like Dallas-Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and Wichita could experience significant severe weather during this period. These urban centers are particularly vulnerable to the impacts of severe storms, including flash flooding, downed trees, and power lines. Emergency services and local governments are likely to be on high alert, ready to respond to any incidents that may arise. By Tuesday, May 21st, the severe weather may shift eastward into the Ark-La-Tex region and the mid-Mississippi Valley. This shift will bring the threat of severe storms to new areas, with the potential for heavy rainfall, strong winds, and isolated tornadoes. Residents in these regions should monitor the weather closely and be prepared for possible severe weather outbreaks. This multi-day event will bring a prolonged threat of severe weather to a large portion of the country. The extended duration of this weather event means that multiple rounds of storms could impact the same areas, increasing the risk of cumulative damage and prolonged disruptions. It is essential for everyone in the affected regions to stay vigilant and to have a plan in place for dealing with severe weather. Section 6. The Science Behind the Storms. A Recipe for Severe Weather. Several meteorological factors are contributing to this severe weather outbreak. A southward dip in the jet stream, a band of strong winds high in the atmosphere, will bring strong winds aloft across the plains and Midwest by Friday. This creates an environment where thunderstorms can rotate and potentially produce tornadoes. Warm, humid air from the Gulf of Mexico will stream northward, providing the fuel for these storms. This warm, moist air will rise rapidly into the atmosphere, further fueling the thunderstorms. The clash of these air masses, combined with the strong winds aloft, creates a volatile atmosphere ripe for severe weather. Section 7. Expert Advice. Staying Safe During Severe Weather. Meteorologists are urging residents in the affected areas to take this severe weather threat seriously. Chris Dolce, a senior digital meteorologist at weather.com, emphasizes the importance of having multiple ways to receive weather alerts. Make sure you have multiple ways to get warnings, including wireless emergency alerts enabled on your smartphone, Dolce advises. He also stresses the importance of having a plan in place, knowing where to seek shelter, and communicating that plan with family members. Section 8. Staying informed, your lifeline to safety. Staying informed about the latest weather updates is crucial during any severe weather event. The National Weather Service provides up-to-date information on watches, warnings, and forecasts. The Weather Channel app and website offer detailed weather information, including radar and satellite imagery, forecasts, and safety tips. Local news outlets also provide valuable information during severe weather events. Remember to charge your electronic devices in case of power outages and have a weather radio handy as a backup source of information. Section 9. A final word. Preparedness is key. Severe weather is a fact of life in the Midwest and Plains. By understanding the risks, staying informed, and having a plan in place, you can weather the storm safely. Remember, preparedness is key to staying safe during severe weather events. Stay informed, stay alert, and stay safe.